ready to go. On the Fan, New York Sports Radio. Mike's on, Mike's on. He'll get you the sports any way that he can. It's Mike Francesa on the Fan. Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM, WFAN.
From the studios of WFAN, this is Mike's on, Francesa on the Fan on this Wednesday, the 29th day of the month of November, as we finish up the month and head towards December and these final weeks of the NFL season, also the final weeks of this program. We are now the 13 shows away from the finish, which will come on December 15th. And, yeah, we had a wild one yesterday, as obviously the Eli Manning story and the reverberations from the Giants' decision really just completely took the NFL by storm. And a lot of reaction everywhere to that, and that's obviously where we begin. But we also have a very busy show for you today. We'll do plenty of Eli and get you in on Eli, which is, you've already heard from me on Eli, so we'll let you get in on Eli. We'll put some finishing touches on that in a second. But a very busy show today. We'll have the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver. We have Mark Messier and Andy Pettit as we continue to talk to the people who kind of shaped the 30 years, the big winners of the 30 years. No, really very few bigger than these two, because two of the biggest events that ever happened in the last 30 years of the Fan are the 94 Rangers and the 96 Yankees. Andy, with what he did and his great postseason records and his tremendous consistency, he'll join us. He was nice enough to switch to today. And Messier in 94, the guarantee win the Devil Series, what went on in Game 6 there, and then the classic finish to that, then the finals, and the classic finish to that. So we will relive that with the captain later on today. Elaine Vigneault will join us. He's been scheduled for a while today, so we'll chat with the Ranger coaches. The Rangers have gotten things going in the right direction, that's for sure. And we also talked to Brandel Chambly for a minute about Tiger Woods, because this is amazing. Tiger Woods is going to play, but here's what everyone's saying. Everyone's saying it's the old Tiger Woods. They're all saying, wait a second. You got Dustin Johnson saying he's hitting the ball past me. Tiger says, I'm pain-free. I'm hitting the ball great. I feel great. I mean, could this actually be true? Are we going to see the real Tiger Woods? Is it possible? I'm very suspicious. But let's see. In the golf world, his severest critic has been Brandel Chambly. That's who we got today. We'll see what he thinks. So as they get ready to play tomorrow in that tournament. So that'll be fascinating because, A, it's Tiger. But, B, could Tiger actually have made it back? Is it possible that he's done that? So that's really where we are right now. Let me put the finishing touches on the Eli, then we'll take a quick break and get to your phone calls on Eli, because I know you want to get in and talk about it. A lot of you had a chance. You were very emotional about it. You were very, it was very personal for a lot of the Giant fans. We know what the reaction has been from ex-Giants, not so much from his current teammates, but from the ex-teammates, the guys he won with. They have been appalled. So has most of the league by the way he was treated here. See, it's how they went about it that made it so wrong. It's the callous way they just cast him aside that made it so wrong. It really, and it's about replacing him with a guy who's been, let's be honest, a journeyman at best. You know, it's not some kid you want to look at right now. It's Geno Smith. It's a journeyman at best, and this isn't about Geno Smith. It really isn't. Because he's not the Giants' future. We all know that. It's not about him. So whether Geno goes out and has a good game for a week, or goes out and throws 3 touchdown passes, or goes out and throws 5 interceptions, it really isn't about him. The idea is to look at Webb. That's the idea eventually. But more than that, they basically told you that Eli did not give them the best chance to win. Geno Smith did, which is an appalling thought. And for him to be treated this way in this year when everything has collapsed and they are so guilty, it's almost like I don't know how John Mara signed off on this. I can't even figure that out. Maybe he's too busy worrying about Goodell's contract to be worried about his team. I don't know. And he's in New York dealing with that today as they're having meetings. But I'm trying to figure out why the coach and the general manager would go in this direction. And the only thing I can think of is that they want to make it seem like quarterback execution has been the big reason why they're losing, so they're trying to scapegoat him, which we know is not true. And number two, they want to make it seem like the rest of the season is only an experiment. Because if you're telling everybody that this gives you the best chance to win, then why wouldn't Gino just be the guy and that's it? You're telling people you're going to play no matter what. You told Eli he could start. Maybe even play the whole first half. Well, what if Eli was 10 for 12 and threw 3 touchdown passes in the first half against the Raiders? Were you going to take him out? How can your plan be, if the idea is to win the game, how can your plan be that you're definitely playing more than one quarterback in a real game? How could that possibly be the plan? It can't be if winning is the essence. So winning isn't the essence. The idea here is to get your people's vision and attention towards next year. Maybe these guys think if they talk about next year and plan for next year, they'll see next year and take the emphasis off these last 5 games. I don't know what shell game they're trying to play. It was a bad risk. It blew up in their face already. And it's just, I think, probably meant the end of Eli's career, which I think we were headed for that anyway, because I think the Giants are going to draft a new quarterback and probably want to play him. And that would be fine. Nothing wrong with that. So I do think Eli's career is over here. But you know what? I think the other guys just greased the skids for their own demise. They were headed there, and I think they just greased the skids. Your calls when we come back.
When this World